Hi and welcome to a small tutorial just to explain how the back end of the Adobe Muse website creator tool works. Now we build the front end of the website for you in Adobe Muse, but it now has the facility for you to be able to go in and just update your text and photographs in the back end, which is great. It's a great little facility to be able to have. Now we have to make a monthly charge for that, and we have different levels depending on how large a site is and what you're wanting to do, but do ask us and we can let you know what that charge would be for your particular site. So I'm going to use the Cheesemaker's Choice as an example for this. So you can see we've already put their username in there. So if I log on with their password, which is obviously you all have your individual passwords, which we will give to you. Let me just put this in. There we go. Sign in. Okay, so that's going to call up all the back-end system for us now of this built website. Now we will get a little moo on this front page because that's what they have. There we go. We will just change to another page just to come away from that for a minute, and then we'll explain how this works. Okay, so some items you roll over with your mouse won't actually highlight as blue. You see that's an editable area. It says it's editable. That's text within there. These items are all on the template page. We've got the addresses and phone numbers and things down here. That's just obviously a link, so that's why that highlights, but you can't change anything that's on the master template page. So you can't change any of the navigation tools at the top here. Anything that highlights in blue with an overlay box means that you can click on it and simply just go in there and update the text as you want it. So what we'll do is I'll just show you how this works, and then that will allow you to then just go on and have a little try for yourselves. So for instance, if I click on this text, and we're just going to put a bit of text on the end here, which we're going to say this is how to update. Okay, so we've added that there, and when we say update, you'll see immediately it's added it to our text. This is how to update. Now that doesn't go live at the moment. That is just on your computer on the back end system. It's waiting. It's saying, right, okay, what are we going to do with that now? We have these buttons down the bottom here, which if we clicked on publish, that would immediately send that update live to your website for everybody to see. If you don't like it, or you don't want to update, or you made a mistake, you just say discard changes, and we just say okay, and it just takes that text out immediately. Now obviously sometimes if you publish it by mistake and you want to change it, you just click on that box again, take the text out, publish it again, and it will update that published live text for you. So that's a really cool little feature, and you can go through your website and make those changes to any text where you roll over and you get that blue box come about. So for instance here we've got some text here for the price, so we can alter the price for that particular product. We can change the order here to something else. If we click on this main text, we can obviously alter the bullet points and things. Now if you take yeah, that's retained the line spacing and everything, so that should be fine. You just hover over it where it's blue and you can type over it again. So let's go back to that About Us page. So I'll just show you how the editing for the photographs works, and it's quite clever really. We've got a little crown here which is a small size. Now if we edit that crown, what it does is it pulls all the images that have been loaded up, that we've loaded up for you in the back end of the website. Now we'll go to this cheese image here because I know that's a lot larger, but you'll see when we click on that cheese image and tell it to update it, Muse is quite clever in that it recognises it's a larger image than the image you've got, so it just takes it down size and puts it in at a reduced size. But for instance, if we were to change this larger image for a smaller image, so if we change that one for the ground image, which is a lot smaller when we've placed it, because ideally we want to place the images at the right pixel width because it increases your load time and it increases the efficiency. Google likes things to be efficient in the back end. So if we click on the little crown and watch what it does here, it's not going to enlarge it for you. It's just going to pull it in at that size, because it's basically saying, well, this is a smaller file size, we're not going to enlarge it for you because it would just pixelate and look awful. So this is the size it is, this is the size we'll bring it in. So larger images it will downsize because it's quite happy with that, but smaller images it won't enlarge them up for you because it would just pixelate them and it would just look awful. So if we say discard changes, it's now reverted back to as you had it. So this is pretty cool, it's pretty simple. It is what it is. Some boxes it will do, some boxes it won't. Let me just show you on a particular, we use quite a lot of drop down boxes and items, and you can see when we roll over it says you want to edit it or click it. If we click there and edit, it's just going to edit the ricotta for us. If we want to actually see how it drops down, if we click it first, and now it's dropped down to show us the text that's within that drop down box, we can click on that inside text, scroll through it, update, and then upload again if we want to. So it's pretty good, and it's well worth a little try to see how you get on. And for general updates, it's a great little tool for people to be able to go in and keep the website fresh, because that's what we're constantly telling people: update your content, keep it fresh, make it interesting. Google likes to see fresh content on your website. Okay, any questions, you can always contact me, and we can have a chat about how we might help you do that. Okay then, thanks.